Good morning, Marley. First, I'd like to thank you for your sympathy. It's been a long weekend. Hopefully, I look a lot better now than I did my initial post. So I'm going to be responding to your initial post, and I'll be responding to your reply to me at the same time. I'm glad that you found my video very enlightening. Um, I see that we had hit on pretty much the same point when it came to self-care and our surprise about sexual misconduct. Um, I think it's interesting that Texas actually gives you percentages. Virginia only gave me the recent cases that were being or were decided upon or still being decided upon. Um, so on professional conduct is one of the things I found too. Failure to standard of care. I wish I would have broke that down a little bit more to understand exactly what the failures were for the standard of care and sexual misconduct, like I found in Virginia. Um, I want to focus on the self care aspect. I think we both were really interested in that. First, I want to start by saying I think that in this type of work, you being a former teacher and me still being a teacher for the time being, um, I think it really comes down to having to be active every day and in front of those kids every day and perform in front of those kids and bring a high quality every day. I think it wears. I think it really does wear at people, and I think it'll do the same when it comes to counseling. I think one of the added factors, I really don't have a citation for this right now, but one of the added factors is having such a strenuous caseload for some of these counselors that can probably lead to a neglect of self. So self care. Um, I used to think that self care, you know, how you hear the practices about self care. Oh, you need to get out and be out active more, um, hang out with friends and be around family. I think now that I'm starting to realize as I get older, self care is more about getting re in touch or getting in touch with self again and with your own passions. You don't necessarily have to do something that you're passionate about every day, but you need to be mindful of who you are and gain perspective. I'm pretty much sticking to the fact that I have to have a holistic approach to life. Um, Lawson and Vinart actually say in their article from 2017 say that one of the options that professional counselors have is to um, take a professional quality of life assessment to assess their risk of burnout and impairment, and take the self care assessment. And I think that self care assessment will give a map or blueprint for what areas one needs to focus on before they go into counseling to make sure they don't become impaired. Hunter, as I referenced before in my video, Hunter, and I think that was 2000. I didn't write the date down for that. I think it was 2016, but I'm not sure right now. It'll be in the comment. Um, he speaks of a mindfulness practice, a 4-7-8 breathing exercise. So you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold for 7 counts, and you breathe out for 8 counts. And it helps you get centered and focus on your own mindset and what you're thinking at the time. So I think it really comes down to, with mindfulness practices, being able to separate your individual emotions from those emotions that you may have picked up from one of your or multiple clients that you may have. Um, I really like how you were talking about meeting your own needs. You know, you try to do something every week to meet your own needs. Right now, because of school, I think the main stress that I have is not actually being in graduate classes, is actually going to school and dealing with kids every day. I think that's my main stressor. I'm becoming more focused on trying to reestablish my mindfulness practices and my self care practices. So, with that being said, I thank you again for your video, and I thank you again for your response to me. My family get through it, but thank you.